Tolu Smith here. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Downtown Deuce ASAP. Come on, man.
Destination restoration. Destination restoration. Destination restoration. Destination restoration. It's our time. Can you feel the elevation? We on a mission on vacation. Time to create the separation. Championships and motivation. 313 need no explanation. Miss me with all that conversation. We ready for the confrontation. Counting down to our destination. The final destination. Together all the time together. It's us against the world, it don't get no better. We turned it around, that was the beginning. Coming for the crown, you know we winning. Time to put in the work, I'm about to go for steps. Taking our prisoners, it's my time. Yeah, I know that it hurts. Tearing back on the church, you don't wanna see me in my prime. The mission is to ring, we're caught in everything. In the city, supporting the dream. Vision new I never seen, we deserve to be king. It's all or nothing, no in between. The clock is ticking and I hope you're listening. Don't touch me cause I'm sizzling. Physicality is tipping and mentality is menacing. The dog pound body's crippling. Now the clock is ticking and I hope you're listening. Don't touch me cause I'm sizzling. Physicality is tipping and mentality is menacing. The dog pound body's crippling. Feel the elevation. We on a mission on vacation. Time to create the separation. Championships and motivation. 313 need no explanation. Miss me with all that conversation. We ready for the confrontation. Counting down to our destination. The final destination.
Detroit basketball. What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Downtown Deuce Show with the Boss. Hope everybody is having a great start to your weekend on this Friday, cold night in Michigan. Ooh. It has been almost a week, guys, since we have had some Pistons basketball. Bad for us, but good for them. And we'll talk about that. They got some much needed rest after playing 6 games in 9 days, 9 games in 15 days. So they got some great rest and they got a chance to get some good practice time in and rep it out, become sharper as a team. We saw the evidence of that. Chat, we see y'all in the chat, man. So we are going to get to as many comments. Boss, what is going on with you? How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel good. Look, my last 2 games that I got to see were in Detroit. I was there last weekend. It was awesome. Yes. So fun.
2 dubs.
As well as tonight. So it feels good to be home to see them on the screen again. I feel great. That was just a beautiful game of basketball.
It was a lot to get to in this game. Boss, you wanted to get us started with a PSA that you had. You want to kick it off with that?
Yes, guys. So since it's a season of giving, I thought that we could all give back, and Juice and I appreciate your support always. So now we're just going to turn some of that support into support for others. And we decided that 50% of all super chats from this game to through the January 1st game will go to the Holland Group Foundation, which is a foundation founded by Ron Holland's family. I have their Instagram right there, the Holland Group Foundation. It's just an amazing group that works with the youth, the senior citizens for mental health awareness. Basically, Ron Holland Hoops and Health is how they're described. So I implore you to check them out. It was Ron's mom, Tarasha Holland, runs it. And so just a way to give back. So just know that if you support Deuce and I in the Super Chats, you'll also be supporting Ron Holland's family's foundation. So
absolutely. This was actually Boss's idea. She ran it by me and I was like, that is genius. That is genius. I mean, the Hollands are always showing support to the city, showing support to us. So you know how we do here, guys. We support those that support those, right? Yeah. That we support those that support other people. And that's what they have done. And that's what we are going to do. So shout out to them and shout out to you guys in advance for all the support you guys continue to give us and give them as an extension as well. So the season of giving, Nikki, as you mentioned, season of giving. 100%. So that's what it's all about. It's the right time of year for it. And we said, why not? So great idea from you, Boston. We are definitely going to execute that.
Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So, guys, we are going to get to tonight's game. So, guys, tonight the Pistons just finished their home matchup with the Atlanta Hawks, and they pick up right where they left off, winning their third straight, blowing the F out the Hawks tonight, 142-115, in their highest scoring output of the season. And they improved to 20-5, first team in the East, as you mentioned, boss. We were texting, first team in the East to hit that 20-win marker.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a great sign. And boss, before the game, remember what I said before the game? I was like, I got a feeling they're gonna win this game tonight. Had a feeling it's gonna come out sharp. You know, I didn't think JB was gonna let them come out flat after having those days of practice time. I had a feeling they were gonna come out, take care of the business, and they did just that. So that was really, really good to see. You running through some comments? Yeah. Zion says BTA. What else we got? Yeah. Brandon says we were running it up like it was a cup, man. Man, I know. We were talking about that too. Boston and I were talking about that. Like, man, that should be us there. Because imagine the damage we could do. I was wrong on my prediction about them getting there. I thought they would get there. I thought they'd win it.
Yeah.
I think had they gotten there, they could have won it.
You were close.
Right? We were close. But it's all good because we have bigger fish to fry this year because of what we are capable of. And we're showing that more and more and more. Yes. Okay. As far as the injury report, boss, I know the Hawks were missing Trae Young. He's still out.
Did you hear Baja's comment about that?
I did not. What did he say?
I wrote it down. He started the game saying the Hawks winning percentage is higher without Trae Young, and it's been that way for years.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, because when you think about it, like they try to be a defensive team. Like they're trying to be a defensive team first, and we know that Trae at times tries on defense, not always, but he tries sometimes. But he's so small.
Yeah,
it's easy to hunt out mismatches with him, and with a guy like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's known to be a pretty good defender and is giving you the scoring output, they look a little bit better with that kind of lineup.
You know, Trae and Cade are pretty neck and neck in assists the past couple of years.
Yep.
Trae, does produce on offense. So it's curious a little bit. So if it come down to the defense and stuff, then that's just big. So and it just seems to be working right now. And who knows? Like if now that they're kind of going through what we went through, where they're called guys up that might not have gotten as many minutes, and those guys are showing out. So maybe when Trae is reintroduced, it will still look good. But that quote just had me laughing because I'm like,
George is so slick with it, man. Like he be throwing shots.
It's so funny
all the time. That's one thing he's not afraid to do. I love that about him for sure. Shout out to George Blaha, man.
Yes.
So Trae was out. Also, Kristaps was out. Question for you, boss. I'm not even sure. Was there anybody on the injury report for the Pistons tonight? I didn't even see any alerts or nothing about that.
The injuries were Tolu and
Bobby?
Or no, I'm sorry, not Bobby. Jones and Chaz Lanier. And
Isaac Jones. Okay.
They had a game tonight as well with the Motor City Cruise. So that's it. No injuries.
Wow.
Yeah.
No injuries, guys. When was the last time we haven't had any injuries?
Yeah.
It's been a very long time since we've had that. And for us to have such a deep team and to now be full strength is going to be trouble time. Ryan says ankle for Bobby. Okay, so maybe he was the only one that had a legit injury. But even then, I'm counting that as fully healthy. It's because as far as guys who play right now, it's just nice to have all of our guys and have to wonder what if. So hopefully we can keep this health train going. Go ahead.
We haven't been on since this game, but Chaz dropped 40-point game in the G League, 20-point halves, 9 Ps. He was popping off, and that's exciting. It's exciting for a rookie because we've had a couple years where we've had to rely on our rookies right away because of where we were in just our team development, trying to find an identity. So to be able to have, this development for Chaz is only going to improve him in the future. So it's exciting.
It is. MB, well, I think everybody said Stu got the belt tonight, right? Was it Stu that got it?
Yeah, someone in the chat said Stu got the belt tonight.
Okay. If y'all can confirm that, let us know.
Yeah, just confirm it. Because sometimes we don't find out till even after the pod. But I don't. We were talking about that too. I don't know who they would give it to. So
I mean, you can go any which direction for sure.
You can go for Sass for his first points. You can go to Ron for the way he played. You can go to any of them.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have for sure. Last comment before we get into initial thoughts. Classic 76 says Pistons low-key pissed about those AD rumors. This was a we good win. Yeah, you know what? as we said before, boss, everybody doesn't fit this team, right? It looks good on paper, but do they fit the style of play? We'll get into that later. If we have a little time, we'll get into that a little bit later as far as that. But this was definitely a win to show that they are in good shape as is. So we'll see how it goes going forward. Okay.
Yeah, looks like comments are saying Johnny and Greg had him sit with them and he had the belt with him.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
Stu got interviewed post-game, belt on shoulder. So
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. There it is. I mean, well deserved.
Yeah.
So as far as the starters tonight, guys, the Pistons went with their usual starting five of Cade, Duncan Robinson, Ausar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. Boss, I will let you kick it off with some initial thoughts from this game. What did you see that stood out to you before we get too deep?
Immediately aggressive on both ends. Immediate aggressiveness.
Yeah.
And then ball movement. The ball movement was so impressive.
Yeah.
So that's what stuck out to me the most. We had 16 steals total against the Atlanta Hawks, who are known for steals. We had double their amount, which is amazing. And so I just, again, saw aggressiveness. I saw us wanting to get out there and play. A couple early mistakes, but they're definitely not as turnover heavy as it's been. Nothing completely, out of pocket, and they just look really, really nice and really comfortable. We made our free throws. We shot 83% free throws, which was huge. So
yeah,
it was exciting to see, because the Hawks have been a team that we've been back and forth with for a few years. It usually comes close. Like, if you had told me that one of our biggest leads would be against the Hawks this season, I would doubt it, because they're like the Heat for us. Somehow we keep them, and the Bucks, we keep them close in the end. So this felt good. This felt nice. Yeah,
it was a great team win. I have a lot of initial thoughts. I'm going to try to get through these as quick as I can, so we don't spend 2 hours on here tonight. It's the weekend, so who cares, right? But even still, trying to be considerate of everybody's sleep. But let's just get it started. So for me, boss, the first thing that jumps out for me is, I saw it earlier, the Pistons were trying to get out and run as much as possible in this game. And to do that, you got to get stops, and you got to finish possessions on the glass. And they did a good job of that, especially early, just holding the Hawks to one shot. Not even just early, the whole game. They did a good job of holding them to one shot. And they were just very cohesive. They were very cohesive in this game. The ball was moving. Guys were moving. Everything for the most part was done with intention. They had 8 guys, I think, in double figures, almost 10. I think 2 other guys had 9.
Yeah.
And then Sasser had 7. Everybody got involved tonight, which was very, very good. To have almost 10 guys in double figures, that's incredible.
Yeah, everyone had points, and everyone had recorded a rebound except for Sass, and everyone recorded an assist except for Javonte and Reed.
Wow.
But that's good.
Wow.
That's just
impressive, man. Got a super chat coming in hot from my boy Dominic. I appreciate you, brother. Dominic says, bench won this one. Starters got to chill. Yes. Watching AD tonight, and he just doesn't seem like Detroit material. Yes. I'm good on a player who might get injured with getting out of bed. Right. Good to see Sass back and Ivy heating up slightly. So guys, I totally agree with these comments for sure. We were saying before, boss, I mentioned it in the previous video. Anthony Davis has had trouble in his career staying healthy in a half-court offense. So how likely is it for him to come to a team now that he's older, where we like to turn you over and get out in transition, running up and down continuously, and he's not going to get hurt? He's going to stay healthy with that, with more attacks on his body? It just doesn't make sense. We would have to slow our offense down completely to a half-court game in order to really maximize his potential. And that is not who we want to be. It's just like oil and water as far as Anthony Davis first Piston style play. It just don't fit, right? So Dominic, I totally agree with that comment. And that's another reason why you can't just always look at the name of a guy, and you got to look and see how it fits with the puzzle. So great comment from Dominic. I appreciate you as always, brother, man. You always make great comments, and you always supporting us, so I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dominic.
Yes, for sure. So guys, the Pistons, they weren't early in this game, they weren't bad defensively in the half court. They weren't. The Hawks just couldn't seem to miss.
Yeah.
They were hitting a lot of tough shots. I mean, the game was a lot closer than it would have been if the Hawks if they weren't getting everything to fall. This game, they would have had a double-digit lead after the first quarter, but they were knocking down shots. But I had a feeling that wouldn't last all night, and it didn't. Second quarter, the Pistons were to get some separation and build that double-digit lead on their defense with the starters on the bench, boss, which is something we saw continuously all night, right?
Yep. Yeah. And just to that point, I was proud of us for our offense keeping up too. Our offense kept up with their offense output, and we didn't get in a hole either.
Yep.
So it was pretty equally matched first, and then we took off, which we both predicted. So
yeah, exactly. We both saw that coming for sure. And so it's funny because the Pistons, they were up 1 point after 34. So despite the Hawks hot shooting, we were still up.
Yep.
So we were still playing solid defense, which was encouraging. But once that second quarter hit, and I text you, boss, I was like, yeah, I'm not worried. They're not going to knock these tough shots down all night.
Yeah.
The Pistons, they stayed the course, kept playing the same way. And midway through the second quarter, they're up 14. Once again, with the starters resting, like I mentioned. So at the break, Pistons had 31 bench points to the Hawks 13. And they finished, I think, with 77 bench points. Guys, the Pistons scored a season high 142. And the bench scored more than half of that.
Oh my gosh.
That is insane. That's why I've been saying that I think, and you were saying it too, this team has a potential to be have a very deep playoff run.
Yeah.
Because of things like this, because of their depth. The bench unit, man, it just continues to be better. The bench unit continues to be better than the other teams. Like most nights, they're better than the other team's bench. And that's a great thing for guys like Cade, guys like JD, who are relied upon to carry the offense. It's good to have guys who can step up when things are going the way they're going, because they didn't have to play that much tonight.
And I'm going to bring this up now because I think it's a good time to do it since we're talking about the bench. But what fans have been asking for is a little bit of consistency in lineups. And I think they took this break to figure that out because our second unit was basically Ivey, LeVert, Holland, Stu, and then Jenkins and Javonte Green kind of switched. But the four, Ivey, LeVert, Ron Holland, and Stu, they were on the floor together the majority of the time. And then, then we had our starters. It looked much more intentional. They looked cleaner. Like, we'll get to them, but like LeVert had multiple, I counted 3, but multiple connections to Stu. They looked good. Ivey was looking well off of LeVert as well. Jenkins, guys, came in for Cade. He came in for Cade in the first half because he's the backup point guard. And I think the reason he didn't come in for Cade in the second was Cade went out with that injury. That
was muscle. It the elbow or something?
I think they were going to try to slow. It looked like his muscle, like he got hit. And
Okay.
But they were trying to, just like they did in the first, bring in Ivey, bring in Caris, bring in Jenkins. But they brought in, when Cade came out, they just brought in LeVert for him because Ivey already checked in. And then I think they just let Javonte go for some more defense. And he produced on offense too. So to me, I think that just helps with some of the fans it didn't look like he was just throwing in random pieces, which we know can work. Right. It looks like there's an intentional first and second group now. Yeah.
And that's good to see. That's good to see because we were kind of, like you said, kind of asking about that consistent. I've been complaining a little bit, right? Yeah. About just wanting to see a consistent rotation. Yeah. Okay. So I feel a little better. It wasn't just me. But yeah, so it's nice, like you said, to actually see that now. Well, this is a good comment here from Organic. Says, we had this season's second highest bench scoring output in the entire NBA tonight. I would guess the leader will be OKC. Yeah. I just saw a post yesterday because they blew somebody out last night.
They blew out the Suns.
The Suns by like 50 almost.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's insane. It was funny because I saw a post that said, man, like when the Thunder's second unit can beat most first units. And that's kind of what you saw tonight.
Yes.
With our Pistons. When we went to the bench, the lead expanded. It expanded. Like to beat somebody by 30 points, 40, 50 points, you got to be playing well on both sides of the ball. You got to be holding that team to under 90 points, and you got to be putting up at least 130, 140.
Absolutely.
So that's
I caught that game, and I have to give it to the Thunder. I do think I didn't see Shea make anything egregious. I didn't see that, but I do think that they are a good defense because they can play aggressively.
Yeah.
But I kind of saw that tonight too. We got a lot of we got a lot of whistles called on us in the first. And then they kind of faded away because we just stayed consistent.
Yeah.
We stayed hard.
Yeah.
And the other night, just a tidbit, the Nuggets coach complained that they only had 3 fouls he's like, we only committed 3 fouls. That's just showing not aggressive. So there's perspective. But I just have to say, because I am a true, especially as someone that supports Jokic, I'm the first to jump on SGA and his videos, but they did look very good. But I think, but like you said, just like tonight, I think their second unit and our second unit can carry a game. Like they could be their own starting five.
Exactly. And that's the key. That's the key. Just having that versatility with different units. That's great. Organic one more time says the Sixers are first. Wow. I would have guessed that. They had 82 points from their bench earlier this year. Okay. Shout out to them. Want to shout out Kenyatta as well with the super chat. Appreciate you. Kenyatta says JB has these guys playing with playoff stamina. Yeah. But see, you can't do that if you don't have a deep team once again, right? It's demoralizing when, the starting unit for the Hawks comes out strong and they're knocking down shots. And then you go to the bench unit and it doesn't matter because we have guys who can still expand that lead once again, because we have talent up and down this roster and most teams don't have that. We don't have the best starting five in the league. Yeah. Right. But it doesn't matter because of our bench unit. We got one of the best benches, if not best in the league. JD said in post-game interview tonight, we don't have a bench. I love that.
Here we go.
I love that. I love that. Shout out to you, JD, if you're watching. But yeah, for sure. That's exactly what it is. And that's a beautiful problem to have, man. Just to have, that many guys who can step up at any moment and be the unsung hero or the guy or the guys. So finishing up my initial thoughts, Pistons are better than the Hawks. Straight up. Like the Hawks are a good team. They're a good team. But we are, I won't say head and shoulders because, we're still getting better, but we're showing that we can be head and shoulders better than a lot of teams. Right? And go ahead.
Chatter?
What's that?
Remember the preseason chatter about how they ranked us lower than Magic?
Yes. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. They were saying they're going to be third and Orlando's going to be fourth and we're going to be fifth and all this different stuff, man. Yeah. But that's, a lot of people don't pay attention to our Pistons. We do. That's all that matters. But the last thing that I noticed in this game that really was encouraging for me, boss, they kept their foot on the gas.
Yes.
All game. They didn't relax. They put this game away. We've seen in the past, guys, when the Pistons played the Pacers or the Celtics or the Bucks, like you mentioned, where they will go up early. Even the Sixers, they will go up early and then find themselves in an unnecessary dogfight late.
Yep.
Not the case tonight. It's only one game, but that's something that we have been hoping to see from the Pistons at some point this year is just keep your foot on their neck. And they showed tonight a lot of growth mentally by how they attacked that second half and how they played for close to 48 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Organic. It kept their foot on their neck. 100%. That was probably the biggest takeaway for me tonight, which is how they attacked this game.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And it's something that you've mentioned before too. It's just like how the end of quarters, they go on a little run. And so I was just kind of keeping an eye on that because we did seem like the better team the majority of the night the first quarter we even looked good, but then on and our numbers spoke. I think we were up by 15 the second and it got down to 9, but it wasn't anything drastic.
That was it.
It wasn't from 19 to 4, which has been way before. So yeah, I completely agree with you there.
I was a little nervous when it got to 9. When it got under 10 at halftime, I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. Right? Man. But it never got lower than that. Like second half, they came out.
Yeah. Second half, they were like, let's make sure that 9 we don't get under 10 again, which is basically what happened.
Exactly. That was great to see, man. They made them call the quick first timeout.
Yep.
Right. They hit first and they did not let up. So that was great to see. Okay. Y'all get the point, man. Oh, last thing. Did anybody hear how animated official Bill Kennedy was after that play review?
I loved him. He's always this way, okay? I love when he does that because he is so funny. Have you seen that video of him when someone walked in front of him while he was doing it?
Oh yeah, I did.
And I'm like, this guy loves his job, or he's just not allowed to talk at home. And it's the only time he gets to,
it sounded like I was listening to an audiobook.
Right.
It sounded like he was narrating. He was like, after review, it has been determined that the ball did not go off of Daniss Jenkins. And as a result, it is going to be the Pistons ball and they retain their challenge. It was like, bro. Successful. So that was cool. All right. Yeah. Let's get to some box scores, shall we, boss?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Cade tonight. Tonight, Cade had 15 points on 5 for 10 overall. 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 board, 7 assists, 1 turnover, good ratio, 2 steals, 2 blocks in 23 minutes. A lot in 23 minutes. What'd you see from Cade tonight?
Yeah, I think the stat that stands out the most is that we won. We scored 142 points and Cade played 23 minutes. You know, he's usually our fourth quarter closer.
And didn't drop 50.
Right. Exactly. His defense was really what stuck out to me. Like he was just hustling. He was on all ends of the court.
Yep.
I kind of had no notes because I was just like, oh, well, that's just a Cade thing. There's no need to write that down. That's just what Cade does. Like, okay, made a nice basket. Okay, made a nice pass, you know? So just nice to see him out there and nice to see him, you know, not have to come back in at end of quarters runs or not have to come back in when this stuff happens. Like he really got the first rest and I hope his arm's okay. I'm sure it is. Like I saw him talking to JB about it. It looks like it was just a muscle, you know, when you get hit there, you know. So I'm sure he'll be good to go on Monday. But yeah, just another great productive night for our star.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't have a ton of notes on him either. Like I thought he just kind of took what was there and let the game come. He wasn't forcing anything. Like if guy was open, he found him. If there was space in the midi, he took it. Like if he was able to get to the rim, he got to the rim. Like he was just letting the game come. He wasn't forcing it. Defensively, like you said, though, he was really good, man. Again, showing that two-way play. Great defense on Jalen Johnson.
Yes.
Great defense on Jalen. Jalen Johnson could not get it going offensively tonight. He had assists.
He got a triple-double.
Got his triple-double. He finished with 19. On 7 for 19 overall. 1 of 6 from 3.
I was going to say the difference again between us and the Hawks is like we've played team basketball today and they have been relying a lot on Johnson and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And that's kind of where that fell again tonight. It was Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Johnson. So they had 3 players that had to play over 30 minutes.
Over 30. Good point.
And while we, you know, could spread it out more because our guys are that reliable.
Yeah, that's a great point. Omar, we've been talking about this for a while. This is a beautiful thing. And this is going to pay off later. Yeah. Once we get to the second half of the year and we start approaching the playoffs when, you know, there's wear and tear on the body. Games when you can sit guys like this for nearly an entire quarter. Yeah. That adds up. Yeah. That adds up. It's so nice. And we talked about, like we said before, boss, like throughout the years of watching basketball, you see good teams, like whether it's on TNT or wherever you're watching the games, you see teams, their starters are on the bench laughing, kick back, chilling, laughing. And then you see whoever's in the game are making plays, still stretching the lead out. You're like, who is that guy knocking down 3 after 3 after 3? Exactly. Those are the good teams. Yeah. And we're becoming one of those teams now. And just to see these guys on the bench vibing and laughing without a care in the world. Just a couple of years ago, we saw Cade on the bench like this, where he was looking and he just put his head down. Like he was like, that was like one of his darkest points. So to see him now just smiling, happy, knowing he's in a good situation, knowing he has a really good team around him that he can rely on, that's so important. That's so important. So I'm happy for him personally.
Different. Like I said, the thing that stuck out was the limited minutes and us still getting a nice win with garbage time for some other guys. So, and you could tell he was, you know, happy for that too, because, you know, no matter the injury, no matter how bad it is, or if it's not bad at all, when you go out, like it would require him to come back in. He's played through some falls. He's played through some tough stuff for us to finish out games. And that was not needed tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Organic said, took 5 shots in the first half and still had complete. Yes. He still had command of the game. Right. We're seeing him understanding how to have that more, just the game flow, just controlling how we want to play. Right. Yeah. That was very, very important to see, much like a quarterback. Right. Yeah. May not have 4 or 5 touchdowns and 300 yards, but just having good command and control of his team. And he has that.
Free throw. That's kind of surprising.
What was that?
He only had 50% free throw. 3 of 6.
Yeah, he missed 2. He missed 2 straight. I'm like, that doesn't happen often. But I'm not gonna complain about that. Yeah, no. I'm not. You know,
Duke and like a otherwise perfect game for the whole team. So.
Yeah. If we wanted to nitpick, we really could do a lot, but ain't ever gonna be a perfect game, as I'm sure Boss knows, as I know as well, as you guys know. So, but yeah, you know, certain things to keep your eye on, just because you know how good these guys can be. Kind of file it away for later, you know, right? But yeah, great game from Cade overall. Didn't have to do too much. His team helped him out. That's a great thing for our star player. Okay, Let's move it on, boss, to Duncan Robinson. Tonight, he had 15 points, also like Cade, on 5 or 10 overall, also like Cade. Shot 4 for 9 from 3. 1 for 1 from the free throw line. 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a block from Duncan Robinson. What did you see from him in 21 minutes tonight, boss?
There's so much hustle and effort. I mean, that one free throw was from that 4-point play that he got, which was awesome. That was after Tobias stole the ball and they got Duncan. He got that opportunity. The 4 rebounds, I was kind of expecting more because he was hustling. He was running around. Like, I feel like, again, they don't show deflections and stuff, but deflections and okay. It's true. It's true.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you imagine? Jenkins would never be where he's at today if Monty Williams was still our coach.
Wow. Oh, don't do me like that, man. But you're right. That's because he never. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna do it. But go ahead. Go ahead. You trying to get me in trouble? Go ahead.
So aggressive and just so much effort. He looked like he was having a blast out there. I saw him, dive for balls, try to get in the way. We had a lot of, we had 16 steals, but we also had a lot of just near steals. Like, we made them fumble and have to recover.
Yeah.
We got in lanes, and that's what Duncan was doing tonight. So I was just really excited to see it. And his threes came early. And again, I think, he would have had more. He played a lot in the second with the second unit. But yeah, I mean, he just did Duncan things tonight, and happy to have him rest too. I mean, I'm sure that he would have had more points on the board and more rebounds if he had more minutes, but
that's right.
It wasn't necessary.
Yeah, from anybody, which is great, like you were just saying. So here are my thoughts on THJ. I mean, Duncan Robinson tonight in this game, because he looked a lot like THJ watching him in this game. He looks great getting out in transition now and knocking down open shots. He looked great doing that. He also looked great playing good team defense. He's not a great individual defender, but he's playing really good team. The connectivity he has on defense is good. And the way he gives up his body, another charge tonight, right? Those are all things that THJ did for us last year. Yep. Right. And so, another 4-point play for Duncan Robinson, like you mentioned. So I liked how also when guys were closing out too hard to him after he knocked down a few threes, he attacked it. Yeah. He attacked the closeout, got into the paint, and when the defense broke down, he found the right guy multiple times. So that was great to see as well. Go ahead.
He had some floaters in the paint too. I wrote down the assists more so because I was impressed. I'm trying to remember who assisted to him. It was either like Jenkins or LeVert, I believe. Got him, found him or maybe that was Ivey. Someone found him in the paint a couple times right in front of him, and he just cleared. He got behind the defense. Like, he's just reading the floor very well. This is a guy who's a 3-point shooter. So the fact that he's reading the defense well enough to know that he should cut to the basket to give his guy an outlet so he can score in front of the paint, in front of the rim, that's big.
Yeah,
He's not just hanging out waiting for the ball behind the line. He's moving to do what's best for the possession.
I gotta give him credit too, because he hasn't always had that in his bag. When he first came in, he wasn't able to do that. If he didn't have a shot, if there was a closeout, he was passing the ball. Yeah. If the shot wasn't there. So he really has grown as a player. And we're seeing that here. Defensively too. Like, I like how he's sticking his nose in there, fighting for those boards.
He's pesky. He's being pesky.
He's pesky. You're trying to help us finish possessions defensively. Just doing a lot of the little things, once again, that we saw THJ do last year. So it's just nice to see guys coming in and fill the roles and doing things that we need them to do. He's not known for that. Like we said before in the offseason, Udonis Haslam said how much sung his praises, but he said, we need you to play some defense, Dunk. We need some D, Dunk. And he's giving it to us. Shout out to Coach for, like Vulture says, for, challenging these guys. Talked about Cade last year being that two-way guy. He accepted. And not even just those two, but everybody, they're stepping up to the challenge. We have the right guys on this team, right, who want to get better, who want to improve, who want to win. And Duncan Robinson has proven to be one of those guys. Shout out to him for sure. I like it. He's playing Pistons basketball on both sides of the ball. Got to give him credit.
Yeah, it does. It looks nice.
Yeah, that's all I got on Duncan, man. Let's keep it moving, boss. Let's go to Ausar, Tasmanian, backbone of the defense, Thompson. Shout out to Troy. Ausar tonight, guys, finished with 12 points on 5 for 9 overall, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 boards, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, stuff in the stat sheet again, in 21 minutes. Boss, no starter played over 25 minutes. That's crazy.
I don't know where you're getting your stats, but I have 2 blocks on mine.
I'm on ESPN's box score. What you got?
I'm on NBA.
Okay, so we'll go with yours. We'll go with yours. Let's just say he had 2. He probably had 2.
I don't doubt it. For 2. Yeah. I mean, just my notes for him are just insanely aggressive. He was just insanely aggressive today.
Yep.
He was making all the right calls. It looked like it was made for him. And he made both his free throws.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I the way he played tonight was just unreal. And again, we've emphasized, like, I really appreciate his defense. His defense really gets the team going. It gets him going.
Mm-hmm.
The way he played defense helped him get his 12 points. He was he was getting the rebounds. He played great perimeter defense. He played great paint defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 56% is crazy. 1 foul for a guy who's trusted with that. And the turnovers, that was the only issue. He had a couple of passes. One was like really not good. I think him and just Cade miscommunication. Yeah. Another was just was kind of forced, I believe. And then I don't recall the third. So that's really it. But like for what else he did, I'll take it. Because I mean,
absolutely.
To have an assist too. Yeah, he did phenomenal tonight. And the two blocks is huge as well. Because that's how I want to see Ausar every night. And I feel like he came out after such a long break in such a statement way. Yeah. I'm just excited to see more.
I am too. 313 says Ausar was chaos. That's why I call him Tasmanian Thompson. That's where the nickname came from. It's just chaos all over the court. Sometimes, more times than not now, though, it's good. Before it was kind of like, oh, he's not doing too much, but now he's really starting to play much better under control.
Yes.
Vultures says, in the words of Jalen Duren, we got the better twin. And it's crazy, guys, because like when you think about his first year, that was with the previous coach. Not a lot of development there, right?
And the blood clot.
Right. What's that?
And the blood clot.
And that was like going into last year, right? With the blood clot. So, but my point is, both of those years, there have been setbacks to where he hasn't really been able to develop. So now, as we're seeing him develop, having a coach to help develop him, having the reps to help develop, we're seeing the best version of him just from being on the court and having off-season time.
And so, if you watch both of them, like, I mean, it's funny because I just don't like, I'm sure that they love and hate the comparisons. I'm sure that they've tried that as brothers, but also when you look at it, Amen is a little bit more offensive focused. He is still a great defender, like Ausar, but I would say Ausar is a little bit more defensive focused, but they're both great players. And I was looking at a stat thing and like, they're both kind of 50-50 and like splitting stats on who's better, with certain stuff. But I'm loving this rhetoric now about him being the better twin, because for years it was that Ausar, sucks like compared to Amen. It's like Amen. And because the blood clot, because I also think the national attention was low on the Pistons and higher on the Rockets, so I'm mostly just excited for them both, but I think it's just good to talk about now in comparison, because it was Amen for the longest time. And now it's like, and now it was just Amen and Ausar, and now it's like it's Amen and Ausar. Exactly.
Because at the beginning, like when they first came in early, Amen was hurt.
Yeah.
And they were talking to Ausar. And they weren't even talking about Amen.
Yeah.
And then it switched. So it's just like this short-term memory, prisoner of the moment stuff. That's why we don't care. We're not paying attention to that. We know how good he can be, and he's showing us how good he can be, season over season with more time and reps, right? So that's all we care about. It's just that incremental growth that we always talk about, and he's getting better. Yeah, he was good tonight, man. Great activity. Yeah. Both ends of the court. Great activity. Like you mentioned, he was very active with his hands, keeping plays alive, right? Giving us offensive possessions, just tapping the ball, or just as soon as they would try to secure the rebound, here he comes, right? Yeah. So he's really good at that. He's become really, really good at that without fouling. And I think too, boss, I think the Pistons are doing a good job of getting him involved in actions where he can get downhill, right? Yeah. Instead of him trying to initiate getting downhill, they're getting him the ball off of DHOs. Yeah. Instead, they're getting him the ball off the catch. I agree. So as soon as he catches it, now he can just go downhill and rely more on his speed as opposed to his ball handling and his speed. Wow. I think that's the key for him. That's why he's been successful.
There were a few games too where, a little frustration games where it's like, just hold on to the ball with both hands, like finish at the rim. And that's what he's been doing really good those last few games last weekend. And then this game tonight is really just finishing at the rim, making the right decisions. But I agree with the breakout. He did bring it up a couple times. There were a couple times where he brought it up and when ISO and he did it himself, where he handed it off. But he did find a way to get open too.
Yeah, he did.
To get that. And that's just exciting. Like we talked about, to have him as a wing for that. He just looks great. And I'm just excited for more because it really seems like something's clicked in the past.
Yep.
Not even like last weekend. I feel like the last maybe 5 games, I would say he's clicked in the summer where he's looking
more consistent.
You're confident as a fan watching. I'm confident in what he's going to do.
Yes. Like before at times when he had the ball, he would be in positions where he wasn't really at his best. And I would be like, I would kind of cringe a little bit. Like, just don't turn it over. I don't really feel that anymore because of how he's getting the ball and when he's getting it and then where he's catching it, right? He's just being put in better positions to really show his strengths. Let's get to some comments here from Ausar. We'll keep it moving, guys. NJD says, Ausar is the Tayshaun Prince of this team, shutdown defender who quietly contributes on offense. I see some similarities there. I think, like Torch Lord says, Tayshaun was a pretty good 3-point shooter, as evidence coming out of Kentucky. In the game, he had 5 straight threes in a row to start the game, the 5th one being from the logo, which was insane. 15 straight points out of the gate. So Tayshaun Prince had a naturally, just offensive skill set that most guys at 6'9" don't have, right? But as far as a two-way play, I do see a lot of potential for Ausar to approach that level. I think Ausar is naturally physically more gifted.
Yeah.
Right? More than most guys, though. You can say that about with Ausar and him. Go ahead.
Well, I just think Tayshaun and Ausar, the first thing that comes to mind in comparing them would be their perimeter defense. Like Tayshaun, they both started the perimeter and they'll follow a guy to the paint and they'll stay in front of him.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the only similarity I see in them, really.
Yeah, I get it. I think to an extent, you could say Tayshaun was also the backbone of you could say Ben Wallace was the anchor, but I like Tay's ability to be able to guard multiple spots. He could guard the one. He can guard the two.
Ben couldn't do that. He was too big. We didn't ask that of Ben. We didn't ask him to stay in front of people at that half court. And so, Tayshaun and Ausar, they move similarly in that way, I would say. Yeah,
you're right. Ben was more of an eraser at the rim. Great help side defender. Maybe even better than individual defender. He was a great help side defender. Coming over last minute to help. That was Ben. But yeah, Tayshaun, we would see him switch on guards. I remember in the playoffs, he went from guarding Eric Snow to Richard Jefferson to Tracy McGrady. Like, he can guard guards, forwards. Who's that?
Reggie Miller.
Yeah, he can guard Tony Parker when they played them in the finals. Yeah. Gary Payton, Kobe, he can guard any wing.
So that's kind of like Ausar, though, too. We basically put him on the best scorer on the team. So
exactly. That's kind of what I mean when the similarities. I see that for sure. Yeah. Organic says, people forget Ausar won overtime elite final MVP. Yeah, he did. Didn't he beat his brother in that game? I think, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. But yeah, either way, great minutes from Ausar tonight. He continues to look better and better. Sean, what's going on? Says, I'm late. Handsome Keith and gorgeous Topanga. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Anybody who's a decade younger than me has no idea who that is.
They probably don't. It's okay, though. I'm going to probably get laughed at, showing my age, old head vibes. It's all good. All right, let's keep it going. Let's go to Tobias, Uncle T. Harris. Guys, tonight he had 9 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, 3 boards, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 steals.
Yeah.
In 21 minutes. Take off on Uncle T.
He just he's so funny because, he's like, one of the older guys on our team, but he just really, the effort is there. He had our first basket.
Yeah.
He attempted no egregious lobs today.
Right.
For 3 steals.
No buckled knees tonight.
Yeah. I texted you too. Quinn Snyder, like, when they saw Tobias Harris cut and rise and slam it down, immediate timeout.
Timeout. Yeah, it's out of hand now.
What, out of everyone on the team, you're gonna let Tobias Harris fly through the paint? And it wasn't like a little subtle like jump up. No, he got up there. So that made me laugh. And he was just feeling it tonight too.
Yep.
The 3 steals were huge. The steal that led to the Duncan play. Yeah, he was just handsy, and like I'm just again setting the tone on defense. Like he's also a perfect example for, we talked about how he's missed some assignments on defense, missed some stuff, but the effort is there, and I think it just, like tonight he he did very well. And it just goes to show that, again, like if you're playing for the Pistons and JB, like you need to be present on defense. Like you need to, do your job on that end of the floor. So great game from Uncle T.
Organic says it's no longer a situation. Did I finally get you on my side? But we ain't gonna get into it tonight. But did I finally get you on my side of the fence? Boss made some good points because the effort is there.
Yeah.
We know you can't teach size and things like that, right? We get it. But he's at 32 years old and year 15 now? I think he's 32, 33. He's really still giving a lot of effort and output defensively as much as he can. We always say still getting as close to his ceiling. Mm-hmm. I think defensively, Tobias is trying to get as close to that ceiling at this age as he can because he's given as much effort as you can possibly ask for from somebody in year 15. So that is encouraging to see, just that he's bought in as the old head of his team. Like, if I can do it, if I can strap up y'all in defensive and defend, y'all ain't got no excuse. Y'all ain't got no excuse. Go ahead.
It's so funny to do it against the Atlanta Hawks who have like Dyson Daniels and, like all these guys that are long and young and just.
Yeah. I saw that too, Organic, that slow motion cut. I saw that too. Yeah.
I loved it. It's gotta be a highlight. I'm sure the Pistons have posted it. Hopefully NBA posted it because
that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, for sure. So we're not going to get into that starting debate tonight. Y'all know how I feel. Yeah. But for now, I'm just going to give Tobias his flowers because he's continuing to be consistent in what he's asked to do. So I can't. Didn't he rip the ball away from Dyson Daniels on one play where he just took it away from him?
Yes.
Just with some tenacity. I like that. No more Mr. Nice Tobias, man. We need that every night. He's giving it to us. So
he's never Mr. Nice Tobias on the floor,
Well, Cade has gone on record saying he's the worst trash talker on the team. So that's kind of what I mean. Like, he don't know how to be mean in that aspect. Like, he's not soft at all. I'm not saying he's soft, but he's kind of nice. Like, when everybody know you got that person that tries to trash talk you. He's like, well, you're not so nice. Yeah, like he's one of those guys. Like, that's your comeback. Like, that's kind of Tobias. Like, he's an old head. Like, he is just different. But on the basketball court, he's doing what we need. So that's all we can ask for. All right, guys, let's go to Jalen Duren. Tonight, guys, JD had 14 points on 6 for 10 shooting, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks in 24 minutes. What did you see from JD tonight?
Man, I love how he just ran over Krejci. Like,
I was so happy
for that basket. He was, again, just so aggressive on both ends. Couldn't complain about his rebounding or rim presence tonight at all because he was just there. But I just appreciated his aggressiveness on the offense tonight. Like, he was just attacking the rim. He was getting the shots he wanted. He just had that block that led to another Duncan 3 in the second. Just fighting at the basket. There were a couple of times where there were 2 or 3 guys on him, and he would just either, got the foul call or he would just, finish it, get it done at the rim. So I loved what I saw from JD tonight. Loved it. It's just exactly what I want to see from him every game. But
you've been knowing him
doing this consistently. The past 2 games, ever since I called him out on his 2 bad rebounding games, he's been, around the rim. So I appreciate that from him.
Side note, Sean says, defense, trademark. Sell the shirts, Deuce. You can take the money. Now, we're going to split that, bro. I like that. We're going to split that 50-50. Yeah, or 33-33 because Boston's here too. I like that one. That's a good one. As far as JD, man, he, once again, I was hoping he would take advantage of the Hawks' lack of real size. They don't really have a lot of bigs that can mess with him. Most teams don't, but they don't. They got great wings, but not a lot of big guys who can really keep him out of that painted area. His activity was great, both ends of the court, especially on the glass. He only had 7 boards, but he fought for everything in that painted area. Everything, right? Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, holding them to one shot, just setting up shop in the paint, man. Just taking advantage and being that man-child that he is in that painted area, knowing he has a mismatch, just dominating. So that's what, more than the stats, just the energy, just the effort, just between the ears, just having that mentality of this is my area and you are not about to come into my house. A lot like how Isaiah Stewart does. But he feels disrespected when you try to score on him. So JD is adapting that same approach at the young age of 22. So it's scary, man. Scary stuff from JD for sure.
Yeah, and he's only going to get, bigger, I think.
Yeah.
So
stronger for sure.
Using his strength now with his athleticism and his footwork to finish. Like it's just again, like you said, scary.
Yeah. It's funny too. I'm noticing more and more when they run that pick and roll out of the short roll, when he off the catch, he's drawing a lot of defenders, a lot more attention than he used to. People are starting to respect JD offensively now.
Yeah.
I know that, he had a mismatch in the paint tonight, but I've been seeing the past few games. As soon as Cade gets to him in the short roll, as soon as he catches it, it's like 3 or 4 guys that are hedging at him.
Yes.
Right. And that's just great to see. They're starting to, because that's going to help Cade.
Right.
That's going to give Cade more space. If JD gives it back up, if he makes a move in this, you get a swing. Defense is off balance because they were trying to focus on him. You can't move faster than the ball. So the fact that he's commanding that respect now, he's earned it because he's shown offensively what he can do. He's more under control doing it and doing it in spots. Like he's just getting better and better. And that's going to be great for everybody on the floor. Just his ability to be able to draw double teams, to have more eyes on him. Because we've always said, I hate when there's like 8 to 10 eyes on Cade every play.
Yep.
Right? Not happening no much no more.
That was not an issue tonight.
With the good defensive team.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Go ahead.
And our entire team was just, hitting. So,
yeah.
But you made a great point because today JD took advantage and he was able to finish at the rim. But if he's ever, met with someone bigger, like a Jokic, like a Giannis, to be able to have people collapse on him and, double back and turn and kick it out to a hot offense like a Cade or a Duncan or a Tobias even was hitting some threes. Like that's just crucial. It's clutch to be able to have that kind of presence in the paint.
Yeah, I agree. I noticed too, like he went 2 or 4 from the line. That's not good, but you can see that I feel that his standard for himself at the line is rising.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching his reaction to missed free throws the last few games.
Yeah.
And I saw it again tonight after he missed the first one. Like, 'cause I think he went 1 or 2 both times. The first time he missed the first one and was annoyed. The second one rattled in, he was annoyed. Like even the way they're going in, he's getting annoyed. That's what I like. Like this, that's the Steph Curry thing. Like if it's not a swish, it don't count. Give it back. I gotta do it again. Like that's good to see from him. He's trying to get better and better at that free throw line to the point where even makes, if it ain't going through clean, he don't like it. I like that.
But what he set up for himself this season compared to the last few seasons is that we do expect them to go in. All of us. So like we all kind of like, no, JD, like we know you're better than this.
Yes.
Make your free throws.
Yes.
This is not something that we would have said in the past,
Facts.
Because I mean, like we all love Ben Wallace, and I mean, finally his record is about to be broken for worst free throw percentage. I think Mitchell Robinson's up to 20% now.
Up to 20%? Oh my God.
He was at 17 before. But it was up to Ben Wallace at 33%. And so to have someone that, can be dominant in the paint like he was and make free throws.
Yeah.
Nice. It's nice.
Yeah. And the touch around the rim, Torch Lord. Said JD had that really nice. He had some nice post moves, man.
He was good.
Just throwing it in there, just tossing it in the rim, left over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder, left hand, right hand. It don't matter, man. His touch around the rim has gotten a lot better, and his footwork around the rim as well. And he's doing it in spots. He's not looking to do it every single play. He's understanding when to do it. If the initial action isn't there, okay, let me go get something. Like these guys are working together a lot better. And this is good to see that they're kind of getting into a flow of when to get their offense going, when the initial action isn't there. That's important. So yeah, man, great game also from JD. So, oh, wait a minute. MBWell just said, now the bad news. I just think I saw Ivy limping after he twisted his leg awkwardly. I will not be surprised if he's out. I didn't see anything about that. Can you guys confirm that? I'm not saying you're wrong, MBWell. I haven't heard that yet. So hopefully that is not anything serious. Thank you for bringing that to us. I have not heard anything about that. So hopefully that is not a thing. Go ahead.
Hopefully it's not serious, but even if it's not serious and it is something, it's nice to know that he can rest.
Let him chill.
We're going to be okay.
Yeah, let him chill.
It's a little scary, but if anyone hears anything, let us know, because that's just the last thing I want for him, especially, and we'll get to him, but especially after tonight. So
yeah, for sure. So hopefully nothing is serious about that, but thank you, MBWell, for letting us know that for sure. Okay, guys, let's move to some reserves. Let's start from who want to go? Let's go from the top. Let's go with Paul Reed. He only played 5 minutes, but he had 4 points. And that's your boy. He had 4 points on 2 of 3 overall, 3 boards, 1 turnover. What did you like from Paul tonight?
just to be out there and ready. 4
Yeah.
points and 3 rebounds in 5 minutes. Come on.
Once again, doing a lot in a little bit of time.
Against the Hawks, who, they had their bench in at the time too, but you would think that, they would try hard when they're down low and stuff, because those guys probably don't get to see the floor as much as our guys do.
Right.
Yeah, B-ball Paul. I was happy to see him out there get some minutes.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
I like to see guys get a chance. That's it.
2-3, which means he got 3 shots up.
Yep.
2 offensive rebounds were the rebounds that he had too. He just hustles. He's just there.
Yep.
So just excited to see him.
That's it for me too. Yeah. Glad to see him out there getting a chance. Glad to see him get involved in a win like this.
Yeah.
It's nice to always get a chance to be involved in some way in games like this, other than just cheering. Right. So that's cool for him. Okay. Let's go to Stu. Man. BTA. Tonight, guys, Stu has 17 points on 7 for 9 overall. Man, 7 for 9. 1 of 3 from 3, so it's only 2 misses overall were from 3. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 boards, 5 assists, guys, for Stu off the bench in 21 minutes. Wow. What did you see from Stu tonight?
In the first, he had that one basket where he, basically from the perimeter just showed off his handles, and he kind of read at the room. He's like, well, I don't think they're going to collapse on me. I'm just going to go for it. And even, Blaha and Kelso ran it back and counted how many dribbles he had, because he's forced to kick it out or someone comes, but he got to the basket on his own and just powered it through. And that's what he did in the third. Also, he had a basket where he just powered his way to the basket.
Yep. From the top of the key.
Yeah. That 3 at the end of the third or maybe fourth. The one that he had was also just a momentum builder, because we were all just excited and everything. So, gosh, what can I say about Stu, man? I mean, 7 of 9 is nuts. And then the free throws, he had some fouls. Someone mentioned earlier that every time he made a shot, he would just glare at Jalen Johnson. So I was curious if he got the belt for keeping his cool. Yeah. Because there were some times where, he would get run into and stuff. Or maybe the fouls weren't really, nice foul. Even Blaha said it. He had another line tonight where he's just like, if Stu's anywhere near them, he's going to get the foul call.
Right. Of course. Because
that's just how he is. But, he handled himself well tonight. He took care of business. He was our lead scorer.
Was he?
Yeah.
Wow. Off the bench.
Yes.
Boss, I think it's time, boss. I think it's time. I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying not to do it.
But look at, there's just today they got some consistency in some lineups.
Yes.
That's where I'm there now. And me and you both have talked about it. We think it's coming. Maybe once Ivy,
That's what we said.
We'll see. But he just showed up and showed out for the bench. He's a big reason. He's probably the main reason why our bench really just outperformed our starters tonight in terms of total points and stuff. He just holds it down out there. He just does it. And again, 5 assists. What?
That's crazy.
I saw a couple of them. He would dribble back or usually around the paint. Maybe kick it out to the perimeter. I'm guessing was at least 1 or 2 of those. But
found some cutters too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The cutter ones are the ones that I remember.
Yeah.
It was nice. They just really, the ball movement tonight was just awesome.
It was great. No, it was great. Yeah, and a few of those plays, he channeled his inner Hakeem Olajuwon, man. Some of that footwork. The nice move he had, I think you mentioned it, where he took one of those guys with him to the hoop and then, try to put him in the hoop. But on the other one, he was going through the legs like a guard and then went to a reverse spin move to a nice hook. Oh my, who are you, bro? What in the world is going on? It's insane, man. He just, and he doesn't miss around the rim anymore.
No.
He doesn't miss. I remember in previous years, people were saying, oh, he's not athletic enough, and that's why he's coming up short. It was just not, I don't think he had worked on it enough.
Yeah.
And we're seeing now he doesn't miss around the rim with either hand.
Right. And
it doesn't even matter.
Genuinely say, just for a rim presence too, because it's on defense. I think Stu didn't register a block tonight because no one tried him.
Okay.
Corner threes is what really kept Atlanta in the game for a while.
Yes.
No one got deep enough for Stu to try to block him.
Right.
So
right. No, that's a good point. Yeah. We've seen already in previous games where guys try to get to the rim and they see Stu coming over to help in their peripheral. And they try to pivot and they turn it over.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So it's not a block, like you're saying, but it's still an impact.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, maybe he's just building that reputation of being more than just an enforcer, but actually being an all defensive player.
Right.
That's the key. Omar says they stay out of the paint with okay, there we go. You hit it on the head, boss. That's it. That's literally it. That's important, man. Just his presence. Oh, I can't wait till if and when he does. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God. All right, we'll leave it there. Guys, let's move on. And now we will go to who we want to go to next, boss. Let's see. Let's go to Ron Holland. Let's go to little Ron.
Yeah.
Tonight, guys, Ron Holland had 12 points. Dog Pound Jr. went 3 for 3 overall. 6 for 6 from the free throw line, guys. From Ron Holland. He was perfect shooting the basketball tonight. 3 of 3 overall, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. No threes. I am cool with that.
Yeah.
I am perfectly fine because we know he's not afraid to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
He also had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. Did all that in 25 minutes, boss. What did you see from Dog Pound Jr. tonight?
Gosh, like he's come out of that slump that he had, you know.
Man.
I think actually me and you and at the Bucks game, we were talking to his dad after and we were like, Ron did so good tonight. And he was like, no, he's gonna hate this. And then we looked at the box score and it didn't match what we saw, and we were like, oh, weird. But
right.
You know, maybe that one, you know, is a little bit of a fluke, but he still played his butt off. Like he's just super aggressive. And his first 3 baskets were like cleaning up at the offensive rim. They were like ones that were like falling off the rim and he just put them back in.
Yep.
He had that really nice assist to Stu in the third for the slam. It was just pretty. And one of his like best game of the season earlier this year was also against the Hawks. So something about the Hawks, I think really just gets him going. But he's been, after his little slump, you know, like I knew he would, he's come back and it's just all momentum. And he plays the exact same way every game.
That's what we say.
It usually pays off. And tonight it just definitely paid off. And even this stat, I mean, to be perfect is just, that's nuts.
Yeah.
This is a guy who still, you know, isn't afraid to shoot the ball. Like if he got a corner 3 and, you know, was wide open, I think he would have taken it.
He just wasn't there. It's okay.
But so he just let everything come to him. His game was just on point. Yeah, I really just loved what I saw from Ron tonight, and I'm sure he did too. He's would have been a main contender for the belt for me tonight for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He played the most minutes.
Ron did.
Yeah,
well, that's good for him.
Yeah,
how many? 25. You're right. Yeah, that's the most. Good for him, man. Yeah, Ron was great. He just makes plays, man. However that looks. However that looks, he makes plays. Not if he's not scoring in the game, but he's getting steals and blocks, or if he's, you know, leading our team in minutes and he's, you know, perfect from the field and taking no threes. Like it may look different game to game on the box score, but it's not going to look different game to game as far as the impact. More times than not, it's not. He's funny, bro. He's sneaky. Yeah. Ron is sneaky. Did y'all see when he deflected that pass in the backcourt and the official initially called it Pistons ball and he was swearing it was like, no, that's us. That's us. Yeah. The Pistons called it our ball. And when they did, Ron turned around, was like, ran to the bench like, that was hilarious, man. That was funny to me. Go ahead.
They challenged it.
They did, and they won. But I like that I just love that competitive fire.
Well, we saw it too. He almost turned it over in the end and just refused to give up on the ball, and it ended up getting tipped in the air, and Javonte ended up getting it back for them. But that's just good. So he just does not give up. I swear to God. And I've talked to you about this the last time. It's like he just throws his body around like gosh, someone that's over 10 years his senior. I'm just like, how do you he just gets up so fast. He's just like, and then he throws it again. Like, you know, like it's just a body slam. So
facts.
Love it.
And his speed, getting to the paint, getting to the rim.
Yes.
He attacks that rim with so much like force.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, man. Like this team is, like Ryan said, I will die on this hill. In my lifetime of 40 plus years, this is the most overall depth I believe this team has ever seen. I may have to agree with you, Ryan. It hasn't been 40 years for me. It's been about 35 for me. I'll be 40 next year. So 35, when I remember watching, I have to agree with you, Ryan. I think this may be the deepest team we've ever had. I won't say it's the best team because we got to win some chips first, right? But definitely one of the deepest teams. Yeah, okay, right, here we go. G. Laval says, Ron Holland reminds me of old school. We have a lot of old school players on this team, man, that play old school basketball. Cade, Stu, Ron, Javonte, like a lot of these guys just play old school, tough-nosed, hard-nosed basketball. The fearless one. Yes, I love our team, man. Hustle Holland. Once again, just playing his role. And he doesn't care, guys. That's the thing. He doesn't care about stats. He doesn't care about anything but scoreboard.
Yeah. What he
Into
does.
the game, who won?
Yep. And he cares about what he does, like we mentioned too.
Right.
He did, like you said, he cares that he contribute enough to the team. So, but he's also just gonna go play and make sure that he can do whatever he needs to do to win. And we've seen that growth in him this year. Even just making the right decisions to pass the ball, to get the ball up, to not drive it to the rim. If they're, like he's making the right decisions for what's best for the team. So
yeah. Mario says we can play 12 if we rest in the fourth. If we rest in the fourth. Yeah, like if we're resting guys, we can play 12 guys.
We played 13
we did tonight. We played 13 tonight. Right, exactly. So, man, that's insane.
And we could have we talked about it. We could have brought in Sass and Reed earlier.
For sure.
I really do think that since this is the consistent second unit, first unit, healthy team, I just think that JB was like, again, just go make the right decisions. Let me get more acclimated on the court together in an actual game. And then he brought in, because I think in the future, if this happens again, we might see guys come more in at the 6-minute mark than at the
Could be, right. But I think at this point, it's like, let's make sure we close this game, right? Ain't got to bring nobody back. Don't even have to make it interesting. Let's just put these boys away, make them wave the white flag, and then we can start bringing guys in. And you said that. I got to give you said that. Like maybe once you get to the 5-minute mark for it, and that's what happens. So good call on you, boss. I see you out here. Okay, guys, let's move it on to Javonte Savage Wool Green.
Ooh.
Tonight, guys, Javonte Green had 9 points on 3 of 7 shooting overall, 1 of 5 from 3. Couldn't get that 3-ball to roll tonight, but that's okay. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 board, and 2 steals in 20 minutes. Boss, take off on Wool.
Yeah, he just, honestly, the 1 of 5 kind of surprised me. I thought he had a couple more, but he had some good looks. But just great defense in the second when he first came in. He had a huge rebound presence. He had that steal that led to free throws. In the fourth, he had that steal that definitely should have been a clear path.
Yeah.
But it was a loose ball instead. Like, there's no way.
What was that?
Okonwo was not catching up to that ball.
He in no way was even close to being, because you're supposed to be side by side with the player for it to not be a clear path.
Right.
And he was way behind him. Like, what?
He said he didn't have possession because he knocked it forward. But I think he knocked it forward, intentionally dribbled, but it is what it is. But then he blocked for that steal, guys. He blocked that pass with his body.
Yeah. I saw that.
Up in the air.
Yeah.
He commanded it and blocked it with his body. It's just
now watch me. Woo!
It's so funny. We talked about last game how it's like sometimes you don't go for these steals, because then it costs you a basket. But again, like when he does make the right call, when he does do that, it's huge. And Ron was like right behind him too. Like if Ron missed that, I think Ron would have gotten the steal
for sure.
But then he also again stayed that near turnover by hustling with Ron, just not giving up on the play. Yeah, he's just a blast to watch. And I'm just so happy that he got minutes tonight. Again, he was more him and Jenkins were more of the 11th guy, 10-11. But I think Javonte just came in just for defensive presence in the end to maintain our lead. That's all it was. But either one of those guys, I would have been happy. They had similar stat lines tonight too, but 3 steals, so just incredible. So I'm thrilled with Javonte Green. He's just always a blast out there. Just seriously.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, man. And once again, he never really hurts you.
No.
He always seems to find a way, like around to help you on the court. Yeah. Brandon says they should play the Ric Flair, woo!
Yeah.
Woo! When Green scores. And then Megas says, woo, woo-ha, I got you all in check. Yeah, that's a throwback for y'all youngins. But I know what you want, Mega Hustler, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so my thoughts on Javonte tonight. You hit on a lot of it already, but I want to say this. I feel like Javonte Green is a slightly shorter, stronger, more experienced Ron Holland.
Yeah.
Slightly shorter, stronger, more experienced Ron Holland with a little bit of jumper. But other than that, they're the same guy. Like if you were to put a silhouette around those two guys as they're making plays, a lot of time you wouldn't even be able to tell which one is which.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of the same things. very, very well as far as turning the ball over, as far as moving out the basketball, just making so many heady plays that you can't really scout for. Just heads up plays that end up in transition buckets, which is what we want to do. 313, Mr. What You Need, coach. That's literally it. He was cleaning floors too. Jack of all trades is a great way to say it.
What a great offensive presence too. You know, he had 9 points. He's out there for defense, but he's producing on offense as well. Yep.
I love watching him play, man. He's just fun to watch. And if you leave him open, he's gonna make you pay. Oh, yeah. He didn't tonight. This was like one of his few off games from behind the line, right? But even with that, like just like Ron, you don't have to shoot the ball well to be impactful on the floor. So I love it.
He's also just someone that when he misses a shot, he's not just gonna lag behind everybody. He misses a shot, he gets back on D.
Oh yeah,
needs to be. It just makes the misses, again, the 1 for 5 surprise me because it makes the misses less noticeable because then he immediately goes and makes an impact on the other end.
Right. So, yeah, for sure. Love his game, man. One of the biggest pickups this offseason for any team. Shout out to Trajan Langdon, man.
His jersey.
Boy, he's been cooking. He has been cooking.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to him for sure. We got a really good GM, guys. I hope you guys really appreciate how good of a GM Trajan has been for us in such a short period of time.
And trust Trajan with any conspicuous news reports coming out in trades and talk. Trajan has done nothing for us to distrust him.
That's right.
Just breathe.
That's right.
Just breathe. If you see this media and you're like, no way, just breathe.
Right. And think about what he has said he wants for this team. That's all we can really go off of for right now. So he hasn't given us any reason with his actions to think differently. So, All right, let's move it on to Caris LeVert. Harris tonight, guys, had 10 points on 3 for 6 overall, 1 or 2 from 3, 3 or 3 from the free throw line. He also had 1 board, 8 assists, guys, leading the team. Led the team in assists tonight off the bench and only 1 turnover. He had an 8-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. We always say the 3-to-1 is good, 4-to-1 is great. Anything above that is awesome. And 8-to-1 is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he also had 2 steals in 23 minutes. So, wow. Take off, boss, on Caris LeVert. We have it's been kind of polarizing here the last couple of weeks, but talk about it.
He missed his first 2 shots were pretty bad. And then to end 3 of 6 is phenomenal. And then the assists were just incredible who he was finding and what he was hitting. To me, I looked at him, I was like, this is Gumby out here. This guy has jello limbs. How is he moving like that? Like you see, like half his body's going his torso goes this way. Like no wonder he's hurt.
He's shifty.
The other game because he needs
right. He's putting all kind of crazy strain on his ligaments and stuff. I don't know what he's doing
like that because he's like the messiest, cleanest defender. Like somehow he's staying in front of guys, but he's acting like he's losing them. I don't know. It just had me laughing because he was just the way he jerks and moves.
Herky jerky. Yeah, it's hard to guard that. Because there's no real rhythm to it. Like, that's tough.
In front of guys, too. He kind of pulls the same stuff. Again, he keeps you on your toes, but you're kind of just like, what are you doing?
You know what it is? It's kind of like, to me, it's the difference between like, I'm not saying he's these guys, but as far as like difficulty of guarding guys, you got a guy like Shea versus a guy like Kyrie Irving. Like Kyrie Irving has a cadence to his dance. Right. There's like a rhythm to how he's doing it. You know what he's going to get to. You just can't stop it. With Shea is like, you don't know what he's going to do. Like, it's just hard to really scout for because you don't know what to expect because he's always doing something different.
I agree.
I feel like Caris is kind of like that. Kind of like Shea as far as he's just random.
It's like, and he's not pretty. It's not a pretty random.
It's not right.
But it's like.
It's effective though.
Done.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he immediately checked in. I am just going to with Lindo because organic Lindo, once we pulled away, Caris played well. He was a black hole in the first half. I would say black hole in the first quarter.
There we go. I agree.
He checked in immediately in the first quarter and got a steal. Immediate impact. He had a couple of deflections that were near steals. He's a really good defense in the first half.
I agree.
Again, you were focusing on his misses, his 2 bad misses. But in the first half, he really, and first quarter, he had good defense and great assists. There were 3 at least, probably more, Caris to Stu connects for dunks and stuff. And that, they're starting.
Their chemistry, man.
This is what reiterated for me that in this 5-day break, the coaches and staff really sat down and said, "Who do we want to play together? Let's get some consistency."
Exactly.
So
you could see them running sets tonight with those 2. Yeah.
Right. And I can picture, you know, just like Duncan had talked about how he gave or Stu gave him, you know, crap for not going through screens. I could see, you know, Stu being like, this is what I'm going to do for you, Caris, on possessions, and I'm going to roll, and you're going to get it to me down deep.
Great point.
That's what they did.
That's how you reward him. Yep.
Yeah. And then in the third, he had the feed to Duren to slam. That was the one where Duren got the steal, and LeVert was sprinting to make that happen. Like sprinting
He's fast.
the ball just to pass it back for that Duren slam.
Right.
I mean, so and he knew he wasn't good for that play to get that play done. Like, it's like he knew that what was going to happen and what they wanted to happen. So he sprinted to make that happen. And I love to see that.
Megan Hudson real quick says, my bad, boss.
It's okay, guys, have your opinions, but he plays well. But
I'm dead.
In the fourth, he had that steal from Nickeil Alexander Walker too.
Yeah.
Who's a hard guy to steal from. And it was a nice little, like, he just picked his pocket. Again, from his weird movements.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I feel like he almost was surprised that he got the ball. And then he got to Javonte for a basket. Like, I loved the effort from Caris tonight.
Agreed. What up, Kev? Kev says Caris had a nice style points assist to somebody for a layup dunk in the lane. He had a few of those, man. Like, second half, he really was able to start getting downhill and really he's good he's a good secondary playmaker. Yeah. Right. He's not a guy you want setting the table, orchestrating, that's why you don't want to that's why I like having him out there with another guard, right? A Daniss Jenkins or a Cade Cunningham who could be your primary. And then he's good, like Jaden Ivey is good off the catch, right? In secondary action, because they have the ability to make that play. So that's why I like seeing him, and that's what he was doing tonight, Kev. We're gonna get to something that Kev mentioned. We're gonna get to that a little bit later as far as one of these guys. We'll hold off on that. But I want to get some quick comments too, because, boss, if we get the change to the starting lineup that I want to see, we will have an all Troy Weaver starting five when Jaden comes back, with Cade, Jaden, Ausar, Stu, and JD. So he once again deserves credit for that, because all those guys now have shown a lot of promise and it's starting to turn into results. So I just wanted to say that, because he definitely is responsible for that, for sure.
I think he's great at finding individual talent. We needed other people to come make it work.
Yep.
And we can admit that. And we moved on from the right time. He has found individual talent in people like Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears.
Facts.
And people in New Orleans now too. So it's just different. It's just a shift in perspective. And he is what we needed for a little bit. And now we have what we need now.
Right, exactly. He handed the baton to somebody who can do other things and more things. So I think it was a great foundation. Just wanted to shout him out for that, because as I keep thinking about these guys, gotta look back a little bit. So, but I thought Caris played well as well. So
you want to get this question from Organic?
Let's do it.
Are you guys okay with Caris consistently getting more minutes than Jenkins, Brown, and Ivy? Genuine question.
Which one? Like all of them? So I'll say this. Go ahead, you go first. Take off, boss. Go ahead.
I just will say that Caris, so he did have more minutes than Ivy. He didn't have more minutes. He had about the same 2 minutes less than Ron. So again, this goes to my second unit right now. Right now, those three are playing together. And I think they're just, and Jenkins did come in for Cade. So I think that that will be a unit that gets equal minutes coming up. Because that's kind of what it was tonight. Jenkins had less minutes, but again, it was Javonte and him are kind of the 10-11. I'm okay with it right now. It's working. Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm starting to, again, I'm curious to these next few games, because like I said, this is the second unit. I think this is what they're going to stick with. They look like they practiced together these past 5 days. They look like it was intentional. In the next few games, if Caris isn't producing as much, I'm going, and maybe other people don't see this in JB yet, but I'm going to say that he would make that adjustment and maybe bring in Jenkins for the 23 minutes. And then Caris is down to 13. There's a little bit of flexibility there, but right now, especially after tonight, like he did solid for the second unit.
For sure.
What we needed in that time. So in this moment, I'm okay with it.
I'll say this. I'll be able to answer that question once Jaden is back in the starting lineup. Because I want to see how Caris then looks with a guy like Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
Right? So it's hard for me to say now, because this isn't the final form of our roster or lineup and our team. I'm fine with it now. because we still want to, I still want to see guys like Stu eventually be in the starting lineup. So things are not definitive yet. So I can't even say yet. Go ahead, say it again.
I want to see Reed get minutes,
Paul Reed, right? For sure.
All these guys and stuff. So,
right.
So yeah, I just think
I'm cool with it now.
Yes.
For now.
We're asking a lot for consistency and now we're getting it. So we just have to trust that that's what we need. And again, like if something is wrong with Ivy.
Yeah.
So there's going to be like,
knock on wood.
Yes. Right. Knock on wood. He's okay. But the fact that we have these, like, we're not going to be perfectly healthy. Like this is the first game. This is the first game of the season where everyone is 100% healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think going forward, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be the case a lot. So these minutes are just valuable for these guys now while we have them. It worked tonight. I liked the second unit. And then eventually, we'll see how other guys get minutes. It's just a hard thing. But for consistency's sake, I like how I texted you. I was like, I like these rotations. I like the lineups. And again, I'm curious. Like you said, you can't answer it till Ivy's back in. I can't answer it until 5 more games to see if
how it looks. Okay,
are what he sticks with.
Okay, that's fair. So hold that thought. Who asked that question, by the way? Who asked that question? Because that was that Organic that asked that question? Yeah. Okay, so let's come back to that in about a week and a half. Organic, hold that question. And let's see where we are in the next 5 games. It's just so hard to say right now. We're still just getting. This is the first time we've been healthy.
Yeah.
So much still has to be determined after a 27-point win.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So we'll revisit that. But that's a good question for sure. All right.
Yeah.
Let's keep it. Yeah, good question. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to Marcus Splasher tonight, guys. Tonight, Marcus Splasher only played 4 minutes, had 7 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. 1 assist, and once again, he did that in 4 minutes. So he hit his first bucket. I'm like, oh, he got his first bucket.
Yes.
And he kept going. I was like, oh, he ain't done. So what do you see from Sass in his first?
Oh, man, I was just excited because, we got to see him in person, check in for the first time this season, but he didn't get to score. So just had those baskets and be 3 for 3. This was a guy that was really hyped up by the team in the preseason. Stu was talking about his improvements. He's just someone that I've loved for these past few years. And again, like it's a hard fit in this current rotation with all the talent that we have. So I'm just so glad that we got garbage time for him and he came out and took advantage of it.
I agree.
I'm just really happy for Sass because I've been his fan since he joined the team. So
I agree. It's funny. I actually missed his first book. I had to go back and watch it. I had my head was down. I was like writing some notes. And then I just heard the crowd go crazy. I heard George and there's Sasser with his first bucket. And I was like, he probably got a step back, didn't he?
It looked
and
nice.
He had a step back.
Yeah.
His patented step back. He got back to it, knocked it down. Torch Lord, he's on fire. Yeah, he couldn't miss, bro. NBA Jam style. He couldn't miss. That was nice to see. LeVert says, I love Sasser. He will steal minutes. He looks like a dog. Oh, for sure. He's a dog on defense too. Like he's always had that dog in him. He's not the biggest guy. But he plays all of that 6'1", 6'2" that he is. So it was nice to see him come in and show out. Go ahead.
He reminded me of in a way, TJ McConnell of just knocking away the ball out of your hands. Because like that's how he is to me. Like he can stay in front of a guy, but he gets pesky on he can steal. He can steal. He'll force you to turn it over to dribble it off your foot. He'll do stuff like that. So
Organic says he would do a step back on free throws if he could. Low key. It's hilarious. Oh, man. Sean says, I don't care about his numbers. I love seeing Cade. Yeah, for sure. We talked about that for sure. Yeah, that's great for him. Really like the scoring we get from Sass. Plus, he's a dog on defense. Yeah. Right. He's always been that way. So I want to give him credit, and I'm happy for him. It's been tough for him, man. His first real action tonight of a few extended minutes wasn't impactful game time, game deciding minutes, but he still got a chance to get out there. He's healthy, right? Yes, Kevin. He competes.
Yep.
That's all you can ask for. And he doesn't complain. I love this. None of these guys complain. Paul Reed don't complain about minutes. Like nobody complains about their minutes. They all just want to win. Go ahead.
If we were losing, there'd be some complainers. If we were losing, there'd be some guys like put me in. I want to help us win. But we're winning. Vibes are high. And again, just the way they talked about in preseason, like all of these guys trust each other. Yep. None of them are going to second guess giving the other guy the ball.
Yep.
That just gives you confidence too when you know that your teammates trust you. And even if you make a mistake, we've seen Cade do it multiple times. We saw it with Bees last year. We saw it with Tim. We saw it with Duncan. Like he's still going to give you the ball to shoot the shot because he knows you can make it. So he's still going to give it to you. That's big.
Right. 100%. So yeah, I'm happy for him, man. Shout out to Sass, bro, for being able to get that opportunity and making the most of it. So that was great to see for him, man. Okay.
Is this the first time Sass and Jenkins have played in a game together? Because they grew up together.
Oh yeah, this has to be the first time.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're best friends. They're like best friends, low key.
So his garbage minutes was with Jenkins. That's cool.
That's great. That is cool. That's something to probably talk about low key after the game for sure. That's nice. Good for them, man. Good for them. Speaking of Daniss Jenkins, let's go ahead and get to him, boss. Tonight he had 8 points on 2 of 4 overall, 1 or 2 from 3. Knocked down his free throws, all 3 of them. That's more likely. That's what I'm used to seeing from him on a regular.
Yeah.
2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover in 13 minutes. Take all these guys are pretty efficient tonight, man. That's crazy. Go ahead, boss.
I mean, he got in early. We didn't see a lot of him, or we saw him later on in games, these past few games, but he got in early. He got in, the 2-minute mark at the first and stayed in. Again, he checked in because Ivey and Caris came in first, then Ron Holland came in.
Yeah.
And Daniss came in for Cade. Daniss came in as the point guard, which is just cool to see because that's what a lot of people I think agree with, that he should be our backup point guard,
right?
To help Ivey. Like again, we have a lot of ball handlers on our team, guys that could do it, but we want them where they're most comfortable.
Facts.
He hit his first shot, which was a long 3. It was like between the half court and the
actual line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
you get a brain fart, shark. You good?
I was like, all right. Well, he had great defense. He had a couple doubles, during doubles, and he had that ISO on Kennard. That
my
layup.
Lord. Yeah.
Oh,
he got fouled too on that
with the short clock. No, he didn't. That was the one that he didn't get fouled, but it was on a short.
No, they didn't call it, but he got bumped. He just made it.
Yep. The short shot clock. I mean, that was just tough. It was a tough layup, a tough thing, to go against him. So, I mean, Kennard's not the best defender, but still, just to do that under pressure and finish it was just huge. I agree. It was so good to see him. And again, I think just the only reason we didn't see him in the second was because Javonte was in. Those two just kind of rotated off of each other, and Javonte kind of got the more minutes tonight. Just a few, but Daniss just showed up and showed out. It still just like amazes me when you step back and think where he came from and how he's looking comfortable. And he has since the start. He looks like he belongs. He goes out there and it's like, no, I know what I need to do. So just to see him just consistently do that again is big.
It is, man. It is great to see that from him. I'm so happy for him, man. So guys, my brother Kevin texted me during the game, and he's just basically like, okay, new nickname alert for Daniss Jenkins. Now, y'all let us know what you think about this. Daniss Scrappy Doo Jenkins. Scrappy Doo. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with that for the rest of the year. Scrappy Doo. Daniss Scrappy Doo Jenkins. Because think about it.
Yeah.
Daniss Jenkins calls his team nasty dogs, no?
Yeah.
This is the dog pound, no?
Mm-hmm.
He's a scrappy guard, no?
Yeah.
Who's fearless, right? Like it kind of fits perfectly. So shout out to bro for that nickname. I'm rolling with it. Scrappy Doo. I'm calling him Scrappy Doo for the rest of the year.
Scrappy
right?
Doo.
That's what we going with. 316 says I can see it. It just makes sense, right? I love how it fits. It's a nice little metaphor too. So we gonna roll with that. But yeah, he was great, man. He was great. Like he's just under control.
Mm-hmm.
He's under control. He makes plays. He's a floor general. Once like Javonte Green and these guys, he's not gonna hurt you when he's on the court. You're very comfortable with the ball in his hands. Like when Cade was sitting down and we were up 20 and he's got the ball, I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned at all when he has the ball in his hands because he knows what to do with it. He is a legit point guard. So like you said, I couldn't be happy for him with his journey. Shout out to him and Jeremy Hart, Coach Hart, who has been with him for most of his journey. He's got these boys playing, man, and he just continues to show that he deserves a role on his team. So I have nothing bad to say about him tonight. Like he played a very clean game.
Yeah.
Very clean game, man, for sure. So yeah, that's all I got on him, man.
And 13 minutes may not seem like a lot for what we've seen of Jenkins, but for where he was last year, 13 minutes is like we've just been spoiled by people. So 13 minutes is actually, fantastic for a guy like Jenkins. So
facts. For sure. Classic said Scrappy Doo was like a little runt though. He was. I mean, like it ain't like Daniss is 6'5", like all these big guards we got, I think he's 6'3".
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's a little pit bull. Yeah, exactly. So he's just fearless. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, I like that. I'm be rolling with that for the rest of the year, guys. Scrappy Doo, Daniss Scrappy Doo Jenkins. All right. So let's move on now, guys, to our last guy of the night, Jaden Ivey. Guys, tonight, Jaden Ivey finished with 10 points on 5 for 8 overall, 0 for 2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, good ratio, 2 steals in 19 minutes. What did you see from J.I., boss?
Yeah, 19 minutes is awesome. 5 of 8, and then you take away the threes because he just wasn't hitting from the perimeter. He's technically 5 of 6.
Right.
So, just not hitting it at the threes tonight. Otherwise, doing fantastic. I mean, he was just really just out there. Like he had when he came in, he had the immediate assist to JD for the dunk.
Off a steal.
I saw him boxing out for rebounds, but you know that I love technical stuff like that. And he had a guy bigger than him. So what did he do? He boxed him out and he got the rebound. He found Robinson in the paint. He got his shots in the paint. Just lots of hustle for loose balls. He was, trying to save stuff and going out of bounds, chasing down balls, to prevent turnovers, to get turnovers. He got in the fourth, he had that one where he finished in the paint, but he looked like a ping pong ball. Like he was just hitting off of these guys. They were like, where is the foul call? Because if you're gonna call, they called someone like Ron or something for a stand-in. I think when Dyson Daniels ran into him, it's like, well, then you got to call these guys too for knocking him around. Yeah. But he got it done, and so 5 of 8 is already really good. And when you think about just take away his lack of perimeter shooting today, it's more like 5 of 6. And I'm proud of him. He played just really, really well. And I hope that, he is okay. And it's not a serious thing, or if it is something, it's very temporary. Yep. He's just really coming into himself. And he debuted the headband debut.
Right. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. You're right. For sure. Yeah. So like it's early. He's just getting started, but I can already say with confidence that when he hits his peak, like mentally and physically this season, he's going to be better than he was last year. Yeah. Because of the things I'm seeing him do on both ends of the court. And this is what I want to show you guys. This is a quote from Cody Davis, something that Jaden said to him a few days ago. He says, when I get into the game, I've been doing the best that I can to affect the game in different ways. It may not be the highlight play where my game has always been predicated on, but if I'm doing my job the right way in what the team needs and heading in the direction that we see, that's what I've been focusing on. That, guys, says a lot. And you're seeing it on both ends of the... Last year, he was great. Like, offensively, we saw him go to another level in a system, right? An offense that made sense for everybody to get him better shots, things like that. But what I'm seeing from him now on the defensive side of the basketball, even though he has a ways to go as far as his time, he's still like a slight step slow sometimes as far as just the reaction time and the rotations and things like that. But you're seeing he is trying to be all the way engaged on that end of the court. Like you mentioned, him just chasing down loose balls. This was easily for me his best game by far. Oh yeah, best game by far, aside from the box score.
That's what I'm saying. Ivy did a lot that doesn't show up in the stats. Yes. A game. Exactly.
Yes. 100%. That was the thing for me. Like you can tell, guys, this extra practice time has helped him catch up on the defensive side. You could see it. He came into this game and was immediately impactful. You saw him for the first time tonight. You saw him regularly getting on the break. And a lot of that was because of what he was doing defensively. Right. He was responsible for some defense that got turned into offense tonight. Like he caused a steal on the break, and instead of taking that 3-pointer that he had, he got to the hoop and found JD for that dime you was talking about, right? Yeah. So like like you guys meant, just the hustle. Like defensively, he is getting after it now. It's almost like he's like, I'm going to start on this end and then it's almost like Ron. Like even though J.I. is just naturally, in my opinion, more naturally gifted offensively as far as the shooting, he's got the same approach. Yeah. So once he gets that down, he is going to be a monster. Like he's going to be another great two-way player that we have. Because like even defensively, like you see him doing a good job of just staying in front of guys. Like his technique now, the way he's guarding, like if he bites in a pump fake, for a 3-pointer, and this guy tries to get by him, you see him with his hands down, moving his feet. Yep.
Yeah.
Those kind of things are what I am paying attention to. His technique defensively. We always say, boss, if you have the tools to be a good defender and you want to be a good defender, you're going to be a good defender.
Absolutely.
He's fast enough. He's quick enough. He's strong enough to be a good defender, and he wants to be. Right. He's going to be a better player this year at his peak than he was compared to last year. And he was great last year. Go ahead, boss.
I think Organic Lindo, I said it earlier, just he had deflections tonight too. Like he's just getting in the way. He's just looking nice.
Yes.
Just a couple questions because some people have addressed it from Zion. Whose spot is Ivy taking in the starting lineup when he gets to full power?
Duncan.
Duncan.
Duncan, for sure. Because J.I. shot 40% from 3 last year. He's at 41 so far this year.
Yeah.
He may have dropped to 40 because he was 0 for 2 tonight.
Well, that one, and someone mentioned it too in the comments. One of them was that like really, really late shot clock where he had.
That's true. Just hoist it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, he's going to be scary, man. Like he's like, man, it's exciting for me to see that he's progressing defensively this way and not even really focused on the offense as much because we know the offense is already there.
Yep.
313 says, look at the weapons around him. He picking up some good defense. Yes. Yep. That's guys. We would have saw this last year.
Feeding off each other. We
would have saw this last year. If he didn't get hurt, the progression we're seeing now defensively, he would have bought in last year. He would have been doing the same things. How Cade has gotten better defensively. How all these guys are getting better. JD's gotten better. Like Ausar, he would have been right there with everybody else improving on that end of the floor had he been able to be there and get the reps in and understand the system.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9 games back, we're already seeing those strides. So once he gets to a level defensively, he's really going to unlock a lot because we're even seeing offensively now too. Like he's getting to that mid-range game.
Yeah.
Knocking down those. And
that was what it was tonight. That's where his shots were going in tonight.
Yep.
And think about this. His defense isn't going to be far behind. Look at what we did for Duncan.
Right. Great point.
In such a short amount of time. It's not going to be far behind. And like you said, he wants it. This is what he's going to be working on.
Yeah.
So again, I think that's why, again, with it's consistent second unit, that's something he can work on. And it's also why I'm happy that they didn't put in, Sass and Reed and guys a little bit earlier, because this is the chance for, not that he feels pressure, but like when you're up by 30 and with 6 minutes left and you still are out there, you get to feel a little bit more confident in your decision making. Because worst case, it doesn't work out and then not to do it.
Exactly.
So, but I just felt like, I was really happy that he got those extended minutes in time that, he didn't necessarily need to be out there because this is what's going to help him come back.
Exactly.
Be ready to
Exactly. Organic says, if you don't defend, you don't play. Right? That's what we saw with Duncan. I'm not sure if they had a conversation with him, but we saw his defense really go to a different level. Right after the first week or two of the season. Says JB has set that standard and J.I. understands the assignment. They all seem to understand the assignment now.
What they demanded of JD or Jalen Duren. It's part of his effort last year. They demanded effort.
Yep.
Effort at both ends is more so what is that? It's not even like be a good defender. It's more so show that you're trying on both sides. Show that you're taking advantage of your minutes out there, or else I'm going to give them to someone else.
Exactly. No, that's a great way to put it. You said what?
That's my kind of coaching because
I
mean there's been hard, like again I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but Larry Brown, if you made one silly mistake, like Larry Brown would not ever stand for a Tobias lob.
No, he getting pulled. Yeah,
immediately not coming back in. Sorry, bud. Like he was even more stricter on those guys to just play clean smart basketball. And if you're gonna take the risk for a pretty play, make sure that it pays off.
Right.
So, and that's just kind of what JB, I think, is doing now, too. And that's why we see stuff like Cade's turnovers are down.
Yep.
JD's defense is up. Stuff like that. It's just because these little things, he's just like, you just got to be better at that. Be smarter.
Right. I said this last year, and a lot of people laughed at me. But I think even more so now that he's back and he's bought in, we're going to see more of it. I think we're going to see him not be, but in some ways resemble what Jalen Williams does for the Thunder. I said that last year, before he even got hurt, before he was showing us this defensively. But just he's not as big, right? But he has a lot. He's more athletic, and he has a lot of the same athleticism that he has. And now that he's committing to that end of the floor, He's going to be a wrecking ball. We're going to see him making a lot of heady plays because of his speed and his quickness, getting out on the break. And we know he can shoot the ball. We know he can score like Jalen Williams can score. He's not the defender Jalen Williams is, but as he continues to get better, he's going to approach it.
Mm-hmm. He's
going to approach it because he's got the coach that's going to help him, and he's got the want to do it. Absolutely. So I think more and more, right, 313, I think we're going to see him more so develop into that player. Cade is going to be that Shea type of player. Jalen Duren is going to be that Chet type of player. Isaiah Stewart's going to be that Hartenstein type of player. Ausar is going to be that Lou Dort type of player. Daniss is going to be that Cason Wallace type of player, right? I've been saying this. This is the same kind of thing. Like Devon always says, OKC, or what do you say, Detroit Thunder or OKC Pistons or whatever?
OKC East.
It's a lot of OKC East. The similarities are there. And I think Jaden Ivey and Jalen Williams is another one of those similarities we're going to see toward the end of the season as he gets better and better. That's all I got to say about that. But I definitely see it. Definitely see it. Anything else on that, boss?
No, I mean, I could go on and on about J.I., but he's just doing great things, and I'm excited. I hope he's okay, but I'm just excited. I was excited for him tonight because he just, like we said, he was doing things outside of the box score that made an impact as well.
100%.
Box score wasn't even bad. So
no, right, exactly. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully he's good. We'll leave it there, but he's looking really good, man. 313 says only 2 teams with 20 wins is OKC and us. Detroit West. I love it. Kev says, Mrs. Pistons have really missed having another guy who can go to the bucket in the half court and when the play breaks down. Looking forward to J.I. bringing that more. Yes, 100%. 100%, guys. So we will leave it there, man. I love what we're seeing from these guys. They all look really good. They all look connected, and that's all you can really ask for right now at this point in the season. So that is a wrap, guys, for tonight's show. Up next for the Pistons, guys, is a road matchup against the Boston Celtics this coming Monday. So the Pistons are going to have a few more days off, getting some really good rest, which I think is really good for them. Get some more days, right, to stack up these days and practice and get these reps in. That's important. And boss, I think if they bring the energy like they brought tonight and effort like they did tonight, they will take care of business this time against the Celtics. What do you think?
The other day or last night, was it last night or the night before? The Celtics were up on the Bucks, and the Bucks came back and won decisively.
Right.
We just decisively won against the Bucks. So I think, again, if this is how we're playing, scoring 142 as a team, there's no way. There's no way the Celtics, we let them run over us. No. Not the way. If we keep this up, and I think JB is going to do his best to make sure that we don't have any lapses, right? That we keep playing, because now that we see what we can do against a quality team, it's like, why would I stop? In the words of Big Sean, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think we're going to stay, and especially after how we lost to them, I think a chip is going to be on our shoulder for sure. Exactly. I think, I predict, I don't know if I predict a blowout, but I predict decisive.
Because I see double digit, to be honest with you.
It looks like what they focused on in this break was not only consistency in lineup, but also not letting quarters slip away from us.
Yeah.
And
100%.
That's what happens with the teams that we've lost to, guys. No one's beaten us by more than 4 points.
Right.
Since like the Cavs and Bulls.
That's the last time.
Earlier, the first week of the season.
Yeah.
So we just have to make sure that we, get a lead and we keep it. And that's what we did tonight. And
also, you're right. We haven't lost by more than 4 or 5 points, but we also haven't blown a lot of teams out either. So once we get to the point of not playing up or down to our competition, is when we're going to see more games like this, because we're naturally just better than those teams.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Play us.
So guys, since next game isn't until Monday, to pass some of the time, make sure you guys check out our latest episode that we just dropped today with former players Tim Hardaway Sr. and Lindsey Hunter, former NBA players, guys. We just had an interview with them, and we dropped a segment on that tonight, a piece of it tonight. We're going to drop the full interview tomorrow. So you guys, make sure you guys check that episode out. Great interview. Got a chance to meet with those guys and talk hoop with them on a lot of different subjects. So you guys, make sure you got your alerts turned on for that. You are not going to want to miss that one, guys. But other than that, guys, we appreciate you guys, man, showing up and showing out as you guys always do. And we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Anything else, boss?
And just, would you mind if I send you the link? Can you put a link for the Holland Foundation in case people want to donate directly?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll put a link in the description.
Exact. And then again, this will run through the January 1st game. So about 10 games. a chance to super chat or reach out to me or whatever if you'd like to donate, because
Absolutely.
yeah, it's just to give in the Christmas spirit, and we know that the Hollands have just been great to Detroit as well.
So we got to be great right back to them. Absolutely. So shout out to you guys in advance for showing love as you guys always do to us. We really appreciate it. D Davis, I appreciate you. The full thing's coming tomorrow. So, but yeah, guys, great night. Y'all go get some sleep, man. Enjoy the weekend. Everybody be safe, man. Everybody be safe and have a great weekend. And we will see you guys next week. And y'all know the drill, man. Detroit versus everybody. Peace.
All the dirty work, all dog. I'ma dive on the floor, go try to block every shot, and I'ma be physical with you the whole game. You know Stu gonna be physical with you. When you think of the Pistons, you think it's just hard work and just gritty basketball. That's just the identity you gotta have when you put on that jersey.
I'm not your average breed of canine. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Talking pundits, I hear your shade. Talking that chop, you must run this way. Tryna tell ya, if the dog palm, mess around, find out, Tryna tell ya, if the dog palm, mess around, find out, For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're ready for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that.